Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of Base Building Monday. My name is Ben. I work on the market team for Luftwaffe Studios, who are currently developing Ground of Aces. I have the great honor of showing you the latest builds, artworks, assets that our development team has created over the past week, and show it in a form of base building in the game. Now today we will be building some stuff, but in a context of showing you some artwork. So we have the greatest artist out there, the best in the business, and he's brought us stuff like this, and these are things that will at some point be implemented in one form or another into the game. But what you can see now is we also added this on the side of the map. So the map that you play on is kind of like a diorama that is placed on top of an actual map, right? You can see it in the map. This is a naming there, Litchfield. And so there's some more, wait, it's got some more words here. There we go, captains of aircraft map. We've got some documents in the background. So it feels more like, you know, you're in this meeting room or mission room, and you're planning out your missions on this diorama. So we've decided to add some personality, some characters to the game, new characters, who will kind of join us along on this story during development and will also be a part of the game as actual characters. So I've divided the map into two. One will be the British side, the tarp side, and one will be the wooden floorboard side, which is the Nazi side. I didn't dare draw a swastika. And I will now be introducing the characters one by one. First character is a mechanic for the British, and this is what she looks like. She does and will have a name, but the official introductions are yet to come. I'm just giving the unofficial introduction of what they will look like and kind of showing off our art dude's amazing style. And in the other corner, where the roof is also not building, we have our first German test pilot, and this is what she looks like. A round of applause for our amazing artist who draws such good stuff. And I really wish I could introduce the characters more, like by name and by character and personality traits and where the inspiration came from, but I must not yet. On Team Union Jack with the first functioning roof, we have our transport pilot, and she also comes with an array of various emotions, so look forward to that. And in our second non-working German roof, we have our first Luftwaffe Pilot. Look at how menacingly he can look at you. He also comes in a different variety of menacing and angry. I feel he very much encapsulates the nature of what a cliche Nazi might be. But we also have one of him crying because, let's face it, at one point you will lose the war. Sorry. Well, I mean, I'm not sorry, but you know what I mean. And speaking of pilots, who could be next? So in our second functioning roof on Team Tarp Union Jack, we have our first RAF pilot, who has a very cocky, neutral look to himself, but he also has a variety of emotions. And depending on the wonderful stories that will unfold during Ground of Aces, we'll see which ones we'll need. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this is where it gets even better. Wait for it. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh my god, this is such a small building. Why is it such a small building? Are there children involved in this game? No, there are no children involved in this game. So for this first functioning roof on the Axis side of things, we have our first German dog. Look at the little fluffy boy. Look at the little pointy ears on the little boy. What an adorable little dog. I don't know how we're gonna like embed him into the storytelling, but we have a German dog now. And he gets his own little home, and I'm gonna, just for the dog, I'm gonna put a little bed in there for you. You're a good boy and you deserve your own little bed. There you go. Yeah, it's a good boy. And are you thinking, what? Will there also be a British dog? Oh, of course there will be. But to introduce this doggo, we also actually have a doggo somewhere on campus. Where is he? It's like playing Where's Waldo. The guy just wanders around. I have no idea where he is at any time. There he is. Oh no, that's a guy. Here, boy. There he is. This is actually the only character I'm introducing today who already has a name. So in the team, we've called him Alpha. And this is what Alpha looks like. Look at the little derpy tongue hanging out. You're a little boy, adorable little boy, aren't you, Alpha? You get to sleep right across from your, well, not your friend, but you know, the other dog. And there you have it, their preliminary pre-introduction of the characters who will be introduced at some point later on down the road. And I realize I put two Spitfires on the right here. It's because we don't have any Nazi planes in the game yet. But for the sake of, or for the sake of balance, I had to put two planes on either side. So just to summarize, on the Union Jack side, we have our trusty mechanic, we have our trusty transport pilot, and our trusty RAF pilot, ready for war. And on the other side, we have our Luftwaffe test pilot and our Luftwaffe actual pilot, both looking very menacingly. And let's not forget the two most important characters of the game, the two little doggos. Look at the two little doggos there, they're playing with each other. Woo. As the game builds and unfolds and we have more planes to work with, there's going to be some great storytelling there. There's going to be some great adventures, and we're going to create some amazing stories. Game development is an art, and art is part of game development, which means art is part of art. Hope you enjoyed the short episode of the introductions of the new characters. They will be released on social media, so keep an eye there over the next couple of days and weeks. We will give them, their whole background and personality traits, characteristics. So check them out there. As ever, have a very nice week. If there's anything you want to see, anything you want me to try out in the game, any assets you want to look at, or have anything described, explained, let me know for next week. Other than that, have a very great week. Take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.